Beautiful people. How are you doing today? Boy, I got to tell you, it's a little bit different doing a live stream from an office setting as opposed to right out on the beach and dodging and diving people, ducking and what have you. But it's a good change. I will say that it was a little bit tense just a few moments ago, just because we lost all of our stream yards about 20 minutes before we went live, but we're good now. All right, so how is everybody doing? Aloha, Jennifer, Victoria, good to see you. Nancy, great to see you. You know, one of the things that just on the production side, you may not be aware of, YouTube really penalizes you if you don't start with your audio right when you go live. So that's why I start talking right when the stream goes live. Um, and then some of you don't come on for like 10 seconds, 20 seconds, and you miss the initial start of the greeting. So it's a lot of times I have to repeat it a couple of times, but that's why I jump on the audio so quickly. Um, so we have a couple of announcements, some good news and some bad news. But it ends up being really good news, really good news. So no worries there. Let's just do a couple of call outs here and we will get started. Nancy, great to see you. Annette and Dale and Mary and Diane. Aloha, Margaret, Annette, Rick, Linda, John, both of you. John, I saw a couple of your messages forwarded over to me earlier. Dale, we had a good exchange earlier this morning as well. So I'm glad to see you guys there. Thank you. Faith and Victoria and Jennifer and Jenny and Shirley, Linda, Nancy again. Great to see all you guys. I appreciate you coming. And we have a very, very good stream planned for you today. But the bad news is Cassie Vegas cannot make the stream. She had to, and I'm trying so hard not to roast her right now, but she it's all good news for her. She has extended her vacation or out of town visit, so she couldn't be on stream with us today. However, we have a replacement of replacements. One of my favorites, one of the tiniest, but one of the nicest, best interviews we have done. And I'll keep that. I don't think you guys can see who it is. Can you? You can't see Lance or Marley yet. No, you can't. Oh, I just said who it was. So it's Marley. I just was reading and writing her name at the same time, right as I said that. So I apologize. But it's Marley. She's going to be joining us on the stream along with Lance. So, Gerard, good to see you. We have a number of things you want to talk about, but let me get right to it. And I want to do the giveaways. Let's do our giveaways first. But I want to get some input back from some of you folks. I think I inadvertently said this on one of our streams earlier this week. And the question was, does the person need to be on the stream to be eligible or to take the award, to win one of the giveaways? And I had inadvertently just said, no, they don't need to be on the stream. But I am actually leaning towards that they do need to be on the stream for a couple of reasons. One, not just to get more streams or more viewers. That's not really the case. But I think it's a little bit disingenuous if we announce a winner and there's no fanfare. No one is there. They're just, I just think we should make the most of these panels and these live streams. So if you think someone should be on stream in order to win the prize, and then we just go to the next person, because we've allowed for both. I had Terry who's going to strangle me for asking her to do that. I know she's going to, but she's in California, so she can't. Do you want people to be on stream, or do you think if they're not on stream, we just hold their name and give it to them when they're and notify them ourselves? If you think they should be on stream, type in a 1. If you think they don't have to be on the stream and we hold the prize for them, type in a 2. And you guys will your rule will be law. One if they have to be on the stream, 2 that they don't. Yeah, I agree. I know that some people can't be on the streams, but I think it's unfair. Not that the people who can be there, but it just the payoff is just not there. I want there to be a little bit more. Uh, well, that's bummer, Gerard. I think that's the case. All right, so I see what you got where you guys are going, and I agree with you. So someone has to be on the stream in order to win. Okay. Um, Yeah, I think that to me is just the best way to do it. I think it's a little more fair that way. Okay, so if you remember, this last giveaway was that you needed to go to YouTube, our YouTube channel, and like or watch the stream, and we had and make a comment. And man, you guys showed up. I mean, you did such a great job. Um, and I just want to thank all of you, whether you left one or 50 comments. You guys just did a great job. And many of them were thoughtful, and it was a great indication that you had watched the videos. I mean, what Terry has to go through, which she says, don't you ever do that one again, because she has to go through every stream to about the 10th video. And she was scraping the screen, but you have to copy and paste it into Excel, and then you have to delete the graphics and the animation, and the names are hidden. It just really a nightmare. But it ended up being really good. It ended up being very good, and I really just want to tell you guys that I really do appreciate that. All right, so let's get to it. So we have the option for one of three prizes: a 4-day Waikiki trolley pass for all of their routes, or one catamaran pass, or a $50 Amazon gift card. Okay, so in order of the name, or in the order that the names were selected, I know a couple of these people are already on the list or on the stream right here. So this gives me so much joy, and I shouldn't be pulling for someone, but I am, and I do it unabashedly. I don't care. Okay, so the first person, and this person gets their choice of a Waikiki trolley pass for 4 days, a catamaran pass, or the $50 Amazon gift card. Let's hear it for Janet. Let's hear it for Janet. Janet went to work. There were three people who did an amazing job on the comments. And Terry actually called me. She said, "You would not believe how many so and so and so and so and so and so commented." So, Janet, congratulations. Let's give her a hand. It's a little bit of lackluster when it's just me clapping, but very good. Janet, Janet. What a killer. So, Janet, you get your choice: the 4-day pass, catamaran ride, or $50 Amazon gift card. And Lance, I'll need you to send me your credit card if you don't mind, for the Amazon cards. I know she's on here. I just saw her. There you go. There you go. I see her now. Okay. Oh, all right. I didn't scroll down. I'm sorry, guys. I had not scrolled down. What I'm looking at is the dashboard. I have everything on. I have Facebook, YouTube, and both channels and StreamYard. So, okay, Janet, what would you like? Amazon gift card. Good choice. All right, let's go right down the list. The next is, I have not seen her on here, and we'll give her just a minute. Uh, it Bonnie Williams. Bonnie Williams. Bonnie Williams. I misspelled Williams. Can you believe that? Bonnie Williams. I have not seen her on. And I will tell you this, as we're waiting for Bonnie to reply or not reply. I actually made an animated opening for Lance and for Cassie Vegas. And because Cassie Vegas is not here, I want to play it even more. Terry said, "Well, do you want to just delete the media off the opening?" I said, "Oh, no. We put some time into that, and I definitely, if I could have made it longer and louder, I would have. But now, we are for sure going to do the opening, and it's just for Lance and just for Wendy." Okay, so Bonnie, let's give her a full minute. And While we are waiting for her for just a moment, a couple of house cleaning things. Just make sure that when you tag on these two new campaigns, you have two new campaigns, one for a Waikiki trolley pass for 4 days and one for the catamaran. Just make sure you're tagging them properly, because Terry's actually gone through and really helped you guys out, showing you how to do the tags. Janet has actually stepped up and actually gave some tips, but just make sure you're tagging them properly. It's the @ sign, and just spell out uh, Holokai Catamaran, all one word, and everything will be fine. Did Bonnie come on? I haven't seen her. I'm typing in her name, and it's not showing that she's on the stream. Bonnie is a no-show. Bonnie is a no-show. We give her 15 more seconds. And I think I also came up with a very, very good idea for a walking tour. It's either going to be a great idea or it's not going to be a great idea. All right, one last question while we're waiting for Bonnie. One last question. We've been getting a lot of people doing posts in the group, and they want to post anonymously, and we've allowed them to do it a couple of times. And Terry says she's getting kickback from some of you. You know how you can actually ask a question, say I want to post a question anonymously. I actually don't like that, and it's not like there's anything they're trying to do anything nefarious or sneaky or what have you. They just don't want their name out there. Does that bother any of you guys? What do you guys think? Just put a 1 if you don't want us to allow it, and 2 if it doesn't matter to you either way. And it doesn't look like Bonnie is there. Okay. The next is how do you Lori Scheitz Lori Schweitzer. Lori Schweitzer. Schweitzer. First name Lori. Doesn't matter. Okay. We may have to do these on a different stream, these giveaways, because people are just not. Lori, Lori Schweitzer. That's what it is, Schweitzer. It's a little too small for me to see. Doesn't matter either way. Okay. Actually, we have two giveaways too, so we might as well do the next person too. Michelle, I'll spell the last name. Michelle, Ledesha. Michelle, Ledesha. Let's see if we have Lori or Michelle. I cannot wait for this opening. I wish Cassie Vegas was on here. And you have to remember where Cassie's from, and we just wanted her and Lance to feel welcome. That's why we created this little opening. Aloha, Jonah and Scott, Rick, Faith. Michelle's not there either. Wow. We'll do one more, and then I actually know this person's on here for sure. I know. I was wanting the lagoon too, but you have me, Lance. I could do the Justin Wilson, and I could do because I'm spot on with that. Okay, last one. Kelly Fisk. Let's try her. Kelly Fisk. KELLIFISK. And the next one, the one after this, I know she's on here because I just know. I know she's on here. Kelly Fisk. KELLIFISK. You know, I say she's on here, but I actually just typed in her name. She's not here now. Okay, we're just going to rip through these. Kathy Buckowitz. So I know she's on here because she was on here just a moment ago. Kathy, Buck, and I actually crossed out the last part of the name because I didn't think. Kathy, are you here? I know Kathy was here. She won something last week, as a matter of fact. BUCKUVITZ. Kathy, are you here? Wow, I haven't seen. Yeah, I saw Kathy a little bit ago. I could have swore it was her. Well, she's going to be. Yeah. All right. I have two more, but I know this one's on here. Have we given her long enough, guys? Okay. Diane Diane Ki. I know she's on here. She was a moment ago. There's only one more after that. So we'll whatever Diane takes, we'll leave for another, or actually we'll do a giveaway on this stream. So Diane, I think it's Kai, but it's Ki. I see her on there all the time. You're there. Perfect. All right, Diane, thank you. You saved us. So which would you prefer, the catamaran or the 4-day Waikiki trolley pass? Good to see you, Faith and LC, Mayreen. Yes, thank goodness, Diane. I think you've just been here to Waikiki, right? Or on Oahu, I believe. Catamaran. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's get this started. Let's do what we came here for. All right, guys. So I'm going to attempt this, and this is going to be the opening, and this is actually not really a good thing to do because the opening, like I said, it comes on in the first 10 seconds of the stream going live, but the vast majority of you aren't here. But we're going to do this. We're going to give these the opening, and then you have to keep in mind that we created this opening for Lance and for Cassie Vegas, knowing that they were both going to be here and not that Cassie was going to bail on us. And I've actually just decided I am going to roast her. I was going to be super nice and polite, but I am going to roast her. So you guys have to keep in mind where Cassie's from and where our beloved Lance is from. So here's the template regular opening, right? That we're going to have at the beginning of our live streams. We're going to give that a shot. So here we go. All right. You don't know how much joy that gave me to do that and to see that. All right. So let's bring on Marley because she came on, and we'll bring them both on at the same time, but let's bring on Marley first. Marley, how are you? Let's test your audio. How are you? Can you say hello? Let's see. Can you hear Marley? Hello? I can't hear Marley. Marley, can you hear me okay? Marley, do you hear me okay? Hmm. I don't hear her. Do you? No. Do you have? Just make sure you have your YouTube and Facebook either. Just muted. Let me try. All right, we'll bring on Lance here in just 1 second. All right, guys, you know, I have been waiting for this. This is like Christmas, Easter, Father's Day, Kwanzaa, all wrapped into one. The illustrious, the amenable, the world famous Lance Whitney.
Hey, here he is. Hello, Tony. How are you, mate?
Does anyone know what the hell he just said? Lance, brother, I love you, man. I would say it's good to put a name to a face. It'd be good to put a name to a face, but I've seen you a number of times.
I know,
and
right?
man,
If only I had a different face, life would be better.
All right, so we can hear you. So Marley, what let's find out what's going on with you. Let's try that. Try that. Lance is coming through loud and clear. I can see you, Marley, but I can't hear you.
Yeah, I think Marley's been sponsored by Marcel Marceau today.
Exactly. Exactly. Can you hear both of us? Give us a thumbs up if you can hear us, Marley. You can't hear us? Okay, we can't hear you. I don't know what it is. So it must be you may have your mic muted. Is your mic muted on your laptop? No. Yeah, I'm not. I'm getting tiny levels from Lance, but I can get. Yeah, Marley, try this. Try leaving. Try leaving the whole thing, the whole stream, and then come back in again, and I'll load you back in on stage. Okay. So just leave completely. I'll let you go there, and then come on back. And shut out completely, and then there you go. Shut out completely, wait just a second, then come back in. But in the meantime, my brother, Lance. Amigo, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. How you doing?
I'm doing perfect. Doing better today. I'm doing
Great
better
stuff.
today. Forget
Nice.
Cassie Vegas, man. Forget Cassie Vegas.
I'm so disappointed, mate. I was really hoping and looking forward to hearing that lagoon.
Okay, guys, what Lance said was he said he was really looking forward to Cassie being on the stream today. I did do some Duolingo Australian,
yes, yeah.
So here you go, brother. I appreciate it. You know, it's quite it's quite amazing that you know so much about Hawaii, that you are so entrenched. You are more engaged with the Hawaii culture than a lot of people who actually live here, and I just find that fascinating and interesting and very, very admirable. And I mean,
thanks, mate.
It's not just from a cursory perspective. You really, really enjoy it. Tell us about that. Why are you so connected with Hawaii, and when did it happen?
You know, it's kind of hard to explain in a way. I don't know what it is. I think it's just first time I went there, I just felt like I belonged. Like the moment you get off the plane, the moment I got off that plane, it was just like a divining rod. You know, it just hit me. It's like I'm home.
And this is your first trip, you mean?
Yeah, this was my first trip. This was in 2004. Okay. So it's going back a while now. But there was just something about the place that I just felt this instant spiritual connection to. You know, I don't know whether it was like I'd felt like I'd been here in a previous life, or I don't know what it was, but it just hit me. It's like, this is my place. This is where my yin and my yang are connected, you know?
And you're saying you felt that right off the plane, or once you got into town, or you saw something? What did you?
Once I got into town, and once I started exploring and making my way around the island, yeah, it just felt like I belonged there. You know, it's my happy place.
So, what did you do in 2004? Why were you here?
I came for a Jimmy Buffett concert at the Shell.
Oh, that's right, the Jimmy Buffett. Okay.
Yeah,
good.
I'm a parrot head, so say no more.
And didn't you say you lived in Haleiwa for a while, or no? You visited there.
Yeah, well,
Vis-
I stayed there, and it was funny because I came for 2 weeks and I was cashed up, and I thought, you know what? There's nothing keeping me at home at the moment. I mean, there's family, but I'm not. I don't have a job to go back to at the moment. So you know what? I'm on
I know how that
holidays,
family is.
and I'm going to. I thought, why not just stay a little bit longer? And I did. I originally came for. The plan was stay for 2 weeks, go home, and then I thought, you know what? I'm just going to stay a little bit longer. This is just feeling too good. This is just feeling too much like home to want to go back now.
And you chose to stay at Haleiwa.
Yeah, I was staying there with some friends of mine. We all went over, and it was funny because one of them started renting this little place, and then we all sort of, like Aussies do, we all got together and became housemates, and the rest was history at the time.
Yeah, interesting, interesting.
Yeah.
All right. So your first visit. Well, I see you, Marley. I'm going to give you a test here in just a moment. Okay. Um, so Lance, you're here in 2004. You stayed for how long again? 3 months?
Now that was 2006. I stayed 3 months.
Oh,
So
2006.
I've been 2004, 6, 9, 11, 15, and last year.
Yeah. I mean,
Planning a return trip next September, 2025.
well, I can't wait for that. But that's real. I
Same
mean,
here, mate.
no knock on it, but that's really not that much time to be here and be as engaged as you are. I mean, to speak Hawaiian as well as you do, to know some of the places that you know. I mean, I'll be honest. I know people who live here that don't speak that well, that are not native. Number one. Number two,
Mm.
knowing places that we have been going down the street. You say, oh yes, there's a store down this way, and there's a this over here, and there's a building over here. Um, do you watch a lot of other Hawaii live streams or other videos? Do you do research? Or is that just from memory?
Oh, no other streams, mate. The only streams I watch are yours. Just from memory.
Wow.
Yeah. Just from memory and my own experience, you know?
Lori, don't worry. Lori, stay on here. I'm sorry, Lance, real quick. Lori, stay
No,
on
no
here. I'll
worries.
take care of you. Yeah, stay on here. I'll take care of you. Um, yeah, that's amazing. I mean, I know we say it a lot, it's there's something, and I know there's several people on here. We've talked about it with them one-on-one, but you just get hit with something when you're here. When it hits you, you know you're walking along a beach, whether it's in North Shore or here in Waikiki, and I've been all over
Yeah.
the place, and you almost feel, I don't want to, longing, I guess is the best word. You just feel longing that even while you're here, you're regretting leaving even before
Oh,
you leave.
yeah,
And
definitely. Yeah.
people when they come, before they even arrive, they go, I'm only going to be there for 7 days or 10 days or 12 days. What do you think? What do you think about that?
Yeah, no, you're right. That's the hardest thing about having to go home. It's from the moment you get there, you realize that, oh, I'm going to have to go home in a few days or a few weeks or
Yeah.
soon. But if anything, it just gives you more incentive to come back.
And I don't know how traveled you are. Does that seem to be the case, Lance, in other places you've gone, whether you've gone to Canada or God forbid, New Zealand?
I've been to New Zealand. It's a beautiful place. Yeah. No, New Zealand, it's very similar to here. I mean, same culture, same
Margaret,
everything.
did you hear what he just said?
Aussies and Kiwis are, little cousins of each other. So it's the same sort of vibe. But
Yeah.
excuse me. Hawaii is just, it's a different vibe altogether. It's just, that once you go there, you're going to come back.
Yeah. So when you you weren't married when you came last time? If that's not too personal, you don't need to answer that.
No, that's cool. No, first time I wasn't. I've been there on one honeymoon. My ex-wife
nice.
and I, we came on our honeymoon. Came last year with my partner, well, my wife, I should say. So I've tried to sort of. Last year we came and I wanted to show her my Hawaii, if you know what I mean.
Right. Yeah. Oh, I do know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's who you're bringing with you in 2025?
Yeah, we're coming back. We're having a
All right.
do-over actually. Last year was unfortunate because my wife, she got COVID and she was kind of having to sort of
Mm,
be almost hotel bound. So it was like, well, okay, we'll do it again. So
yeah. Well, that's good.
we'll
That's
come
good.
back
I
and we'll
mean,
do it right. Come back and we'll do it right next time.
and uh, how long will you be staying this next time?
Don't know yet. I'm in for about either 1 or 2 weeks.
Okay, good, good.
Yeah.
Um, I have the set number of questions just about the hotel and restaurant and things like that that I'll ask you before, and I want to ask Marley that. But
Yeah.
what are some what are some tips specific to? And I don't know if you need to be specific to Australians, but there's so many Australians and people from New Zealand come here. Are there anything you could say to I guess just anybody, or is there anything specific to Australians coming to Hawaii that you would recommend them do, not do, tips, things of that nature?
I think the best advice I would give, honestly, would be don't go there with any expectations because that way you're not going to
Mm,
be
mm.
disappointed or you're not going to be overwhelmed, underwhelmed. Just go there knowing that it's Hawaii and it's going to be the experience that you make of it.
Right. That's a
Yeah.
good point. That's a good point. And what do you make of the? I mean, there's not much you can do about it, but um, the exchange. I mean, that has to be brutal because
Oh,
as
it is.
Americans,
Yeah.
we don't really think about it. To be honest with you, we really don't. We don't. It's not a big issue. I mean, it's our dollar, what have you. And I mean, we're very, very, very fortunate for that. But even Marley was talking about, and some of the Jennifer were talking about how much extra they have to pay. How does that? I guess there's really nothing to do about it, right? But what are your feelings on that?
Nothing you can do, unfortunately. It is what it is. I just find that, yeah, work a little bit harder, save a little bit more, have a better time when you get there. Nothing else you
Yeah,
can do really about the exchange rate. Those things
yeah,
are out of anybody's control. And if you let yourself sort of get worked up and stressed and tensed about the exchange rate, well, at the end of the day, you're not really going to have that good a time, are you? You have to sort of
right.
go into like, you don't want to be there like, oh, this hamburger's $30 Australian. It's like, who cares, mate? Just eat it and enjoy it and don't worry about it. If you're going to be sitting
That's a
there counting your pennies with the exchange rate, oh God,
yeah.
don't. It's going to ruin your holiday.
That makes sense. Even Linda commented here. I don't know if you can you see the comments as well on StreamYards.
I've got this stream going on Facebook on my phone right next to me, so I can
Oh, okay.
just read in a few of the comments. Yeah,
Okay. Well, Linda said, yeah, the Canadian exchange is $1.40, and actually, Marley will be able to tell us even more about that. A dollar
yeah, I just
forty.
read that.
Gosh,
Yeah,
dang. Yeah, that's crazy.
yeah, that is.
All right. Well, I don't want to put you on the spot, but can you throw a little Hawaiian our way?
Aloha kakayaka, no Australia.
Oh, come on, dude. A little
That's
more.
good morning
I've
from
heard you.
Australia.
Oh, good morning. Okay, good morning. Aloha kakiaka.
Yeah, good morning from Australia. That's pretty much it.
So how did you learn? I mean, because you spoke some Hawaiian on a video to Shasta too. I mean, did you just pick up videos and books and learn how to do it, or just brush up on
No,
it?
well, it was funny because I learnt a little bit when I was over there years ago, and when I was staying in that was when I was staying in Haleiwa. I had a few local friends there, and they were teaching me, the basics, I guess, and I just stayed with me. And it was funny when I got back last year. I discovered Duolingo, funny enough, for the first time, and I picked back up on it, and yeah, haven't looked back.
Oh, that's cool. And do you? One of the questions in the comments was, do you stay on Oahu or do you go from other islands? Do you island hop, or do you plan to?
I've been to Maui in the past. When I was in 2006, for that spell I was there, I packed up one day and went over to Maui for a
Nice.
day trip, and it was nice.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place.
Yeah, but you're just your heart's here in Oahu.
Yeah, it's just I
Yeah.
feel this connection to the land there.
Okay. All right. Let's try and get Let's try Marley one more time. Marley, we're going to give you a shot real quick. Let's see. All right. Let's try your audio now. I think you have YouTube or something on in the background. If you just mute whatever you have in the background. If you just mute whatever you have in the background. Okay, let's hear. There you go. Let's hear you try and say something now. Oh no, there's still the echo. Can you say something, Marley? Hello? No, it's not coming through. Yeah, the echo's gone. So Facebook or YouTube, whatever was on before is off. So Facebook or YouTube, whatever was on before is off. But
nope, she's back.
Yeah,
the echo. Nope, she's back.
Yeah, the echo's back. Yeah. So you got to mute. You got to mute Facebook and YouTube. Mute Facebook and YouTube because one of them is on in the background and it's canceling you out. And you should be able to obviously use the link that Terry had sent you. Oh, hang on. Whatever you're doing is you're trying to come on. Is your connection okay? Because maybe it's your connection, like the headphones going into the computer, the laptop. Gosh, Marley, I don't. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I hear Lance perfect. I can't hear you at all, Marley. Are you on Facebook or on YouTube at all right now, Marley? A thumbs up if you're on YouTube or on Facebook. You're not on either one. You're just on the link that I sent you on the browser, and that's it. Correct? Just StreamYards, yeah. Wow, I don't know. You have the headphones.
That's it. Bring out the big guns, Marley. That might work.
If you try their headphones, you'll have to disconnect the headphones that you have on. I'm going to leave your mic open, so if you mess with that a little bit, Marley, I will be able to hear you when you come on. Hello, let's try you now. Say something. Say hello. Nope, can't hear you. So you have something on your laptop. Are you on a laptop or a desktop? You have it muted. Whatever your system is, you have it muted. Let me try this. If you want to, Marley, if you want to continue trying on your end, I will kill the video portion, but you'll still be on the back end. So if you come on your audio, then I will be able to tell your audio got fixed. But what you should have is your headphones should go right into your laptop or your desktop into the audio jack. And then you should be able to watch on StreamYards with just the browser window open that I sent you, that link, and just click that link. And obviously the video is working perfectly, but there's something with the audio. You may have muted something. You may have muted your mic. Try muting and then unmuting it. And then I'm going to take your video off and we'll see what happens. Let me see if I can do this. No. Oh, Marley, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a shame. Keep working on it, and then I'm going to remove you for a moment. But do a test on StreamYard. You can actually look. There's a link to the right there that says audio test on StreamYards, to where you can actually test the stream and test your audio, and it's on that link I sent you. Okay, and then I will try you back in like just a few minutes. Okay, I can see you down on the in the little thumb here, the thumbnail. Okay, please continue though, Marley, because I want to bring you on. I appreciate you stepping in for the absent Cassie Vegas, who has officially lost her world famous designation.
Oh, poor Cassie.
Okay, all right. So back to Lance. So Lance,
Yeah, mate.
when you come to Oahu, do you plan a bunch of things? You're a little bit different because you're so engaged and so in tune with what's going on. Let's go back like your first couple of trips. Did you plan a whole bunch of things, or did you have a bunch of friends here that knew what to do and that's what you just played it by ear? What, tell us about that.
No, funny enough, I had no friends here. I made friends when I was over there. You know, I bumped into a heap of Aussies over there, and you're right, there are lots of Aussies and Kiwis there. I don't blame them because, what can I say, it's a much better climate than here at times, that's for sure. But no, I didn't really plan anything those first couple of times. I just took it all in my stride, took every day as it came, basically.
Did you book anything? Any excursions, island tours, fishing, snorkel, catamaran, anything?
Oh, I'm trying to think.
In advance, I mean, in advance.
Yeah, well, I booked Circle Island tours.
Yeah,
There's only
in
certain
advance.
things. There's only certain things I book even now. There's only two things that I will book: Circle Island tours if I'm going to do one, and a luau. The rest, I just take it as it comes.
Hmm. So that actually brings up a good point. What type of a luau does Lance Whitney like? What was your favorite luau that you've done?
Oh, trying to think. Actually, I've done quite a few. Paradise Cove is gorgeous, and it was really funny last week.
Did you guys lose him? We lost your audio. He froze up on us. Lance, you froze up on us, amigo. Yeah, lost audio on Lance, and it's
Oh,
gosh, trust me. Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Anyway,
Yeah.
what was I saying? What were you saying?
About the luau's.
Oh, yeah,
You
that's
said
right.
something
Sorry.
strange.
Yeah, well, that's right. I was saying last week when you did that stream from Paradise Cove, it was like, oh my God, memories, because that's where Paradise Cove was where my ex-wife and I went for our honeymoon in 2009. We did that luau. But in all honesty,
And you still and there's still good memories.
Yeah, of course, mate. Yeah, no, in all honesty, the best luau I have done on the island is Malka Warriors luau at Wahiawa at the golf club there.
Yeah.
And that for me, it was really funny because I've done in the past I've done the PCC luau, the Polynesian Cultural Centre luau.
Yeah.
And for me, the Malka Warriors one was like that. It's not just the story of Hawaii; it's the story of all these South
like Polynesia.
Nations. Yeah, Polynesia. Exactly. Yeah. Thank you. That's the word I was thinking of. It's the story of Polynesia itself, and it's just incredible.
Yeah, I wanted to walk over to the Paradise Cove a little bit more, but there were a lot of people, and they had already started loading up the the audience. But I just think that would be for people like yourself who have been there before, maybe like to reminisce, or people who have not been there, maybe kind of want to get kind of a view of it. You could see and a lot of these live streams we do, we're not going to places that you can't ever see online. They're not secret, anything like that. But I think seeing what it is in real life helps out a lot to kind of visualize. You're not seeing a big aerial shot and there's seating charts.
Oh,
to be able to walk through there, it really helps out. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. You do a banging job on that, Tone. I've got to admit, mate.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, very good. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
No worries,
If
mate.
you like, if you like my
Before I
Venmo,
forget,
no, yes, yes,
I
yes.
owe Diane Kai a crikey. So, crikey, Diane, before I forget, there you go, mate.
I don't know why that just makes my day. That's why I wanted to get yourself and Cassie Vegas on here. I wouldn't know which way was up with you two guys.
Yeah.
So Wendy Silva, actually, of course, Wendy Silva is asking this. You may not be able to see this. Actually, the comment is coming in on Facebook, and if you're watching this on your browser,
Craziest thing I've
Lance,
done.
yeah, if you're watching on your browser, you should be able to see Facebook and YouTube comments. There'll just be a little icon beside their profile picture. They're just overwhelming number of people on Facebook, so it may just seem like they're on Facebook. So yeah, feel free to ask her.
Craziest thing I've done. For me, I'd probably have to say jumping off the rock at Waimea Bay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Off the top of my head, I've done a lot of crazy stuff in my life, but yeah, it's probably one of the craziest things over there.
The statute of limitations hasn't ran out. You
No,
guys probably don't even have that. Oh, it has. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
actually,
so
no.
Marley,
No. Who am I kidding?
Go.
I'm just having a flashback. The craziest thing I've ever done in Hawaii, no contest. And I know the statute of limitations have run out on this one, thankfully. The haiku stairs. I climbed the haiku stairs. That's the craziest thing I've done in Hawaii.
Please track Lance's IP address and just find out where he is in Sydney and get nice.
Gone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's all gone.
Yeah,
that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Yeah. Well, when you come out here, we'll have to go do a couple of hikes, my friend. That's for sure.
Oh, for sure, mate.
So when you're coming in 2025. Have you already indicate? Have you chosen your hotel where you're going to stay?
No, I haven't chosen anything yet. I haven't even looked at it yet. It's funny because we've got a few. My wife and I, we've got a few holidays planned first that we have to sort of get out of the way before we even consider booking where to stay and all that. I've got Thailand coming up in about 2 months.
Well, look at Lance, the world traveler, huh?
Yeah, it's funny. Before I fell in love with Hawaii, I love that country. I haven't been back there for about 20 years, so it's overdue.
Yeah.
It's way overdue.
You know what? I have been to every country around it, but not into Thailand. I don't know why that is. It's almost like they don't want me to be there, which is not the case. I've been to Vietnam, Korea, Philippines, all around, but
nice.
just not there. But yeah, definitely.
Do it, mate. You'd love it there.
So coming back to Hawaii, let's just go down our standard panel questions. You have been given a 10-day free, all expenses paid, and that I guess the 10 days doesn't really help, but you've been given a 1-day, all expenses paid trip to Hawaii. You can stay at any hotel, any restaurant, any dish, activity, dessert, cocktail. Let's go down the list. What hotel would you stay at if you had no expense?
Oh, there's no contest. The Sheraton, just for that infinity pool alone, that view of Diamond Head is, oh my God. That's a volcano, man. We don't see this in Australia. We're the only continent in the world that doesn't have any volcanoes. So when you go there and see that, it's just, you're like, wow, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And when you look at Diamond Head, you see the base of it. Because it's so iconic. You've seen that photo so many times. It seems like that's just it, but 80% of it is gone. To think how tall it was. I mean, they did renderings. Yeah, and it was displaced in one explosion. It's just crazy.
Oh, mate.
And just so you guys know, I think Marlee dropped off. We'll bring her back on, and I'll do a test with her before. As a matter of fact, if she's up for it, I will make sure she's on the next panel, and we'll just do that. Oh no, it looks like she's here. She's trying again. Well, I think she's trying again. All right, let's try. Let me just bring her on again. It's worth it.
Okay. Sweet.
Hi.
Hey, here we go.
Oh, yay! Yay! There she is.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you to my son.
All right, good deal. We may have
I
a
changed it
connection, a
three
little
different
connection issue.
headphones.
All right, very good. So can you hear me, Marley?
I sure can.
Hey,
And
Marley,
Lance?
congratulations, mate. You got there.
Hey, Lance.
What Lance said was, he said, "Hello, Marley. Hope you're doing well." That's what he said. So
Something like
Marley,
that.
I'm glad. So we got past that. We don't need to talk about what the problem was. We just glad it's no longer a problem. Well, first off, I want to
Yes, my
apologize.
son helped me.
Well, congratulations. I want to apologize wholeheartedly, but I'm glad that you stepped up in the very last minute. It's too bad that Cassie has so many other more important things to do than to be with us. I just want everybody to remember that if she ever darkens our doorstep again. So thank you very much for coming on
Lucky
last
for
minute.
me.
Who,
You're welcome.
whose birthday is it?
Oh, my birthday was last Sunday.
Oh, well, happy
Forever
birthday.
29.
Happy birthday,
Feliz
mate.
cumpleaños.
Thank
Do you know how to
you.
say happy birthday in Hawaiian, Lance?
How oli la hano.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Very good.
Mahalo.
Very good. All right. Perfect. All right. So Marley, we know that that Lance is from New Zealand. Or Sydney. You're from where are you from in where are you from in Canada?
I'm in a small city called Maple Ridge. But we
Where's
always
that
say
close to that we would
Vancouver.
know? Vancouver. So
It's
you're in Vancouver.
close to Vancouver, about 45 minutes.
Oh, very good. All right. So the last time we spoke to you, I just have to tell you this. The people from Waikiki Trolley, I had Terry cut out of the interview about that 10-minute complete sales pitch you went on for Waikiki Trolley about how you went on and then you got off and then you went on again and you recruited those 3 ladies. And I told him, I said, this lady right here should be the person you get to advertise. Just put her on loop and just listen to this because you were so articulate, so energetic, and so positive about the visit, and you were recruiting other people off the street to come with you. It was just amazing, and they gave you kudos. They really did. They were really excited about
My
that.
cousin actually there right now, and his family are going on the trolley.
Oh, are they? Oh, well, I bet if they're related to you, I'm sure they are.
So they asked me about it.
Fantastic. So when are you coming back, Marley?
I wanted to go in October, but I'm gonna have to see because a baby is coming. Not mine though.
Your? Oh, I was gonna say yours.
No,
I was gonna
say
if it's not. I was gonna say if it's not yours. I mean, what better reason to get out of town and get to Hawaii for a week or so, right?
True.
Amen to that.
Actually, when we were on the day that we were leaving, my friend asked me, "Do you really want to leave?" When we were leaving Hawaii.
That's right. You actually had been here with some
stay
friends.
Another month?
You had actually just stayed here with some friends.
Yes. Oh, I did, but they were only there for 4 days. And then another friend met up with me the last 3 days.
Well,
so we're looking into renting. Sorry.
We're
looking into renting a place for about a month.
On Oahu this time?
Yes.
As well?
Nice.
We love Oahu.
Very good. So we won't go through your whole interview we did last time, of course, but let's just recap a couple things. So you're not a big, or I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. You're not a really big planner because I think you know Hawaii a little bit, right? You didn't plan a whole lot of things in advance. Is that correct? And you just kind of winged it?
No, that's right.
Yeah.
Because last time, actually, no, 9 years ago, we did the circle island tour. The
Yeah,
bus stop broke down halfway,
Oh no, that's
and
not good.
they didn't send another bus for about a couple of hours, and there was nowhere else to go.
Oof.
We were stuck
Wow.
in the middle of nowhere.
Well, but weren't
And
you
it
at
was
least close
hot.
to some place that you could go and enjoy the ocean?
Unfortunately, we couldn't. We had to stay
Wow.
outside the bus.
That's
And there
too
was
bad.
a lot of us. There was about 20 of us. 'Cause
Well, what about
my
planning
cousin got married there.
Well, what about planning when you do come here the next time? Do you plan a lot of things in advance, or half your time, or do you just wing it?
Only the first time that we were there. The rest we just wing it.
Yeah, that's
Because we
the
pretty much
that's
knew
the best
we
way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Diane wants to know if they gave a refund of the
They
Cripple Island
gave
tour.
us, I think, 25% back. Because we were
Because they said
halfway.
20
We were halfway of our tour.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh
we weren't
my
happy
God.
because we lost a day.
Oh, that's crazy. That's not good at all. Yeah.
I wouldn't do it ever
Friendship to
again.
friendship.
Yeah. I can't believe they didn't give you a full refund. So, all right. So let's do these questions here very quick. And we were going to, we already asked Lance this, and we're going to ask this on of each of our guests on each of our live streams, so we get somewhat of a standard baseline to go through. So you've been given a 1 day. I know it sounds odd, but a 1 day all expense paid visit to Oahu. Okay, no expense has been spared. Which hotel would you stay at? Go ahead, Marley.
Oh,
Lance said the Sheraton.
I can't decide
You can't decide. It's
because
a
I'm not
free
big
night.
on amenities.
Yeah. Or if you'd stayed at Airbnb, just say Airbnb.
Oh. Maybe the Marriott
The Marriott Beach Resort.
on
Yep. It's a beautiful
Kalakaua.
hotel. Yeah, it's a beautiful hotel.
Yes.
Okay, Lance, what is your
Somewhere,
one
it's close because
restaurant
it's
you'd go to?
across from the beach.
All right, cool. And Lance, what restaurant would you go to?
Oh, mate, that's a tough question. There's just so many incredible restaurants. That's the thing that I love most about Hawaii is that it is just a cultural melting pot as far as food goes. You've got the best of Japan, Filipino, Thai, Vietnamese, Korean, you name it. That's
Chinese.
Chinese as well. Yeah. That's a tough question. I'm going to have to come back to me on that one, and I'll do a bit of thinking.
Okay. Marley, what one restaurant would you go to?
Can I say Cheesecake Factory?
Ladies and gentlemen, Marley's having more trouble with the video and audio. Marley's having horrible trouble with her.
Oh, that is brilliant.
Yeah, you guys actually in the comments, you guys need to answer these questions in the comments. What one hotel would you stay at, and then what restaurant would you go to? But Marley has to leave us. Thank you, Marley, for joining us. We're sorry that you had to leave so abruptly.
I would go back to Stick Up Asia.
To where?
To the Sticks, the mall downstairs.
Sticks?
Oh yeah, the food court.
Yeah,
that's too late.
I would
too
go
late,
back
Marley.
there.
Too late. It's been noted. It's been noted. It's going to be in your permanent
I knew that
record.
would get you, Tony.
in your permanent record. Well, Sticks is Sticks is a great
like that one, Lance?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
did
what would you
actually.
guys do?
High five.
So you guys in the comments, tell us what one hotel would you stay at if you had one. I guess we don't need to say it's a one night or a 10-day or whatever, but if you got a 10-day free stay in Oahu, what one hotel would you stay at? And okay, so we got the hotel, we have the restaurant. Did you think of a restaurant, Lance? Or a couple? If you've got, since you know so many, just roll out a couple. What few restaurants would you go to? We'll make an exception.
Probably Le Mer. That has one of the best seafood menus I've seen in a long time.
Diane said Royal Hawaiian, she'd stay there. Espacio for Wendy Silva. Royal Hawaiian for Mary Kay. Outrigger Beachcomber for Jennifer. That's a crazy. Cheesecake Factory. Janine for sure is a troll. She's going to be banned in a moment. Anybody that says Cheesecake Factory should be banned. So Le Mer. So Le Mer. So boy, that is a different. It's a kind of a really really obvious choice, I guess. But wow. What else? What would be another one? What would you be your number 2, number 3?
Shorebird. Well, 9 years ago we went to Shorebird, I think.
Oh,
but
the
it's
old
not
Shorebird,
there
yeah.
anymore. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that.
Where
You
else
get
would
to
you go?
cook your own food.
Where, Lance?
I'd go back to Tiki's for sure. Great feed there.
Wow. Do you know what place I had forgotten about until Waikiki Wendy Silva put it back up was the deck. Have you been to the deck?
Oh, Jack, yeah.
Oh, Marley, have you been to the deck at Queen Kapiolani Hotel?
No, I wanted to, but I didn't have time.
Oh my gosh, I completely
So
forgot
my next
about
visit.
Yeah, Janet put in there. She's going to stay at Halekulani. Janet, what would you do? What restaurant? What one restaurant would you do? I think I can answer this probably. Probably House Without a Key or Orchids. Yeah. Okay, and this is going to be even tougher, Lance. So, what one dish would you have? What one dish are you thinking about? Man, when I get back to Hawaii, this is the one dish I want to have. What would you have?
Oh, that stumped me. That's a tough one.
Marley, what would you say? Well, let's give Lance a little bit of time. What would you pick? Like, what's one of your favorites?
Pastry.
Don't say. Oh yes, that's right. That's right. You would run through Liliha.
Liliha and
yes.
I can't remember. There was another place I went. Oh, Leonard's.
Oh, Leonard's. There you go. Janet said Orchids.
Kulu Kulu.
Crab legs.
Have you been to Kulu Kulu?
No, where is that?
It's inside the Ala Moana Mall. It's at the food court.
Oh,
they have dessert.
Oh no,
that's where they have the ubi shakes, ubi plaid.
Oh no, thank you. Yeah, you can have all that. You can have all that.
I know. No ubi.
All right, Lance. What would you have?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I'd have malasadas. They are just unheard of here. You say to somebody,
they don't have them over there
here. It's like, no, mate, they're as rare as hen's teeth. No one here, practically no one's heard of, unless you've been to Hawaii, then hardly anyone here. I could walk down the street and I'd be like, hey, mate, do you know what a malasada is? They look at me like I've got two heads.
Wow,
like,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
There is I know Leonard's is the go-to.
You know things, you know?
Yeah, there's a place here. It's not Leonard's, but actually a guy named Michael Chai, I think his name is, or Chi. He has been he's a friend of Shasta's, and he's been doing some posts
I
here.
follow him.
But and he, I don't know the name of the place. I don't know if it was an event or what have you, but oh my gosh, those look so good. And I'm not a pastry guy. I mean, the last load of pastries I had with her. I had with Marley. That's the last time I had a bunch of pastries, but I had one thing with Shasta since then. But malasadas, that's crazy that you have malasadas. Well,
unheard of here.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. So what would avocado? Diane said avocado pasta with seafood from Adelaide's. at all. Adele's, in
Oh
Kanohe.
yeah, Kaneohe.
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
whole. Oh yeah, Kanohe. It's a hole to wall place. Mary Kay. Oh, she had to fall in love. Crab
Avocado
roll. Oh
stuff.
man, I got to tell you
Combined.
that crab and lobster roll at that food truck. It's not the best, but it's really up there. It's probably top 10 a place I'd go. Okay, what is the one activity you would do that you would do and you'd do it again and recommend it? What one activity? Either one of you.
Trolley.
The trolley. How did I know that?
Yeah. It's funny. I haven't done a lot of hiking in Hawaii, to be honest. So I think next time I'm there, I just do a bit more hiking. Go see things. The lookouts. Like Cocoa Head Lookout, things like that.
Right. I would take you. I mean, Cocoa Head is not. It's good and nice, but there's no shade, and it's really. I'm surprised there's not a lot more accidents up there, simply because the people that go up, they stall, they stop. You have to go around them, and since they redid a lot of the stairs there, or most of the stairs, it's gotten a lot better. But it's a train wreck on the way up there. If they would limit the number of people, which I'm not suggesting they do, that'd be a lot better. Another really good hike I'd recommend for you is that back ridge of Hanama Bay Ridge, that mountain ridge. We've done it a couple of times. That is, and it has beautiful views. Yeah, you just cannot see Hanama Bay like that unless you're in a helicopter and you don't see it from that eye level. It's just beautiful over there. So that's probably. When do you do Lanikai Pillbox? Yeah. Shark dive, parasailing, they said. Faith wants to know where, she's asking, I think she didn't hear probably what you said. Where would you go back to eat? Hilton Hawaiian Village for a stay. Skydive, Gerard, skydive Hawaii. We're going to do skydiving.
I don't know, Faith. Too many good places to choose from. That's the problem.
Yeah. I can just run down a list of places, but there's just so many. And Lance, you saw the stream yesterday when we were in Kaimuki.
Yeah.
Did you see
the
that?
Crackstead store? I love that place.
Oh,
that place is so good.
Manoa Falls.
What, Marley?
Sorry, I was just reading out loud.
Oh,
Manoa Falls. That was an ECI.
There was in Kaimuki. There are several places that are really, really good. Koa Pancake, Crack Seat. I know it's not a restaurant, but just to pick up snacks there. And boy, those are exactly what just hardcore locals, native people, they love it. It's beautiful in there. All right, what one? This is going to be difficult for Marley. So Marley, you think about this a minute. What one dessert would you have? Lance, you go first. What one dessert would you have? Probably malasadas, huh?
Oh, it's a tough one. You know what? Honestly, you can't beat a good halpia pie.
Oh, what?
Halpia.
Oh.
Yes.
I'm just not a fan.
Even the McDonald's one is good.
Yeah, it is actually.
Are you serious?
The McDonald's one is also good.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Ted
and
Bakery.
Thirds and fourths with them.
Oh, Ted's Bakery. Yeah. Ted. Actually, you know what, Marley? That's
Ted's
not true. I went to the North Shore since you and I were since we met, and I went to Ted's Bakery and I had a couple bites of Shasta's pie over there. That lemon pie or coconut pie or something. So what dessert would you guys get? Oh, Janine says shave ice, acai bowl, Gerard, shave ice again. Friday night market would be one of the. Oh man, yeah, that's an all encompassing.
Have the uvile.
Yeah.
And then all right, the last Lance, I'm gonna go to Marley first because I think you're gonna have to think about this. But I'll ask you what the question is. What's your favorite cocktail to try in Hawaii? Only one, Lance. Okay, Marley. What would be
Mai Tai.
Tiki's Mai Tai. Yeah, that's an easy one. That's an easy one. All right, Lance. What would be your favorite cocktail if you could only have one?
Oh, it's got to be a Mai Tai for sure. No contest.
Any place
the problem though, it's never just one with me.
Yeah. And do you have a particular place?
No, not really.
No.
I do. I have to admit, I do like the cocktails at Tiki's. They are really good.
Yeah.
It's probably a choice between a Mai Tai or a Lava Flow.
Oh yeah, not Lava Flow. Okay. So what about you guys watching and listening? What would be your number one cocktail, and where would you get it? Well, someone said lemon coconut pie the other day, or a lemon coconut pie. What are you guys saying at McDonald's? They said the McDonald's sundae is good. Is that right too? Is that what you guys are saying?
They have
Gerard.
like they do a coconut apple pie, like apple pie with coconut.
Thanks, Jared.
Oh yes. I know what you're talking about. I know. Oh, Dole Whip. Linda says the Dole Whip. Okay.
Love
All right.
Dole Whip. I could eat that.
Hula pie at Duke's. Lava Flow or a Cosmopolitan. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, yeah. Sandy says a Lava Flow. What is that? What is the one cocktail that Wendy Silva mentions and Cassie Vegas says? It's the coconut wedding martini.
There it is. Nancy just said it. The coconut martini. Yeah.
Coconut martini. Yeah, that's it.
Sounds yummy, Nancy.
Nice one, Nancy.
Well, Lance, one of the things I can tell you this, I'm not a big Mai Tai drinker, or I haven't been since like the last 6 months, but now I feel like I am. That Mai Tai at Monkey Pod, I think that's, if they would have did a little bit different presentation, I think that kind of put them off. I think they were second in our Mai Tai challenge, but that Mai Tai is one to go back for. You might want to put that on your list.
Mai Tais, yeah.
Oh man, that's one you want to put on your list.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. All right. So let's wrap it up with a question from the comments. See if there's any questions. So do you guys have any questions for Marley or for Lance?
Yeah, crack up, Gerard.
For pancakes, I have a coupon. Gerard said he'll take you to McDonald's for pancakes. He has a coupon. Wow.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Count me in.
I've never had the pancakes. Has to be ube.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a deal breaker, Marley. Has to be ube for sure.
Oh, good Lord. You can get the pancakes at Mac.
You know what's a good ube pancake? Yogurt
What?
Story. It's a place called Yogurt Story.
I know where that place is.
We walked there, 45-minute walk from our hotel.
And where is it?
I can't remember. But it took us 45 minutes to walk.
The sign is popping up in my head. I just for life of me can't figure where it is. Janine Franklin says Portuguese sausage and sticky rice at McDonald's in Honolulu. Yeah, the Portuguese sausage, I've heard of that as well. Yeah. All right. Any questions for Lance or Marley before we let them go? Thank you guys very much in advance for coming on. Lance, do you have any questions or any statements, any advice or anything you want to give us before you leave?
No, not really. It's just nice that we've finally been able to catch up and have a good chat, mate. What can I say?
Yes, for sure.
Thanks.
For sure.
Bro. Yeah.
I really, really do appreciate it. I know that I get stick from time to time about how I mean and everything's going one way. But now that we have these panel discussions, you can jump on anytime you want. But it's all comments of endearment. I really, really respect you. I really do. I think it's a gift that we have someone as knowledgeable as you and as funny as you and as engaging as you, and you make yourself available to answer questions. It's just, you deserve all the praise that people give you in the comments for sure. You really do.
Mate. I just find it's hilarious. People think you're mean to me. It's like, people, you do not understand. Tony and I have exactly the same sense of humor.
Yeah, they say sometimes they don't know if I'm being serious or not. Well, that's the whole point of it. You don't really know.
Yeah, I can read you like a book, mate. Your sense of humor. Don't worry about it.
Very good
at all, mate.
Gerard asked when you're coming back. He said in September of 2025. That's the best.
Yeah, Gerard. I'm in for
guess.
September, mate. Yeah. Because September's for an Aussie. September's a really good time to go because we're just coming out of winter, and it's still warm over in Hawaii. And usually by the time we
Nice.
get back, spring started, it warms up. Yeah, I find between June, July, August, September are the best times for me to go, because that's when it's still really cold here in Australia, or in Sydney anyway.
Right. Okay. Well, good. I hope I'm here when you get here. That's for sure.
Oh, mate, I hope so too. Them longboards
Marley,
drink himself, you know.
That's for sure. That someone just put longboard. I think they put longboard in the chat for some reason. I think they said that to kind of kick that off. And Marley, thank you very much for
You're welcome, and thank you for having me.
Thank you for taking up the slack for Cassie Vegas. She may even be demoted to Cassie. Maybe just
my pleasure.
Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. And happy birthday. I appreciate you coming on at short notice and then working through those audio issues. Thank you very, very much. And I'm actually going to. I'm just going to talk about a couple of topics. And if you guys want to drop off yourself, or if you want to stay to comment on video, it's up to you. It's if you don't want to be on, just remove yourself, and I'll remove you off the screen too. Okay. All right. So okay, there's a couple of things I wanted to bring up. Some housekeeping things. There's been a couple of you who, well, actually more than a couple, more like maybe 10, who have commented to Terry in the private messages. And just so you know, if you send Terry a private message to send to me, she gets it to me like right away. It's automatic text. And that just means one more message that she doesn't have to respond to and that she can bug me with. So they get right to me. But you guys have sent some comments about, I don't want to, it's the words you've used. I don't want to really use it like this, but I guess I will, that you have been, I'll use it indirectly. You have been inspired by, my hiking, my walking, and taking you on trips and things like that. So you yourself started walking and, exercising a little bit more. Maybe you've, some of you have talked about the diet. Some people have asked about fasting and intermittent fasting and the cider drinks and things like that. So I want to give this as a disclaimer. First and foremost, I'm not a health expert. I'm not trying to crowbar what I do or how I think about things to you guys. If I say things in passing, because you have to keep in mind, these streams are sometimes an hour, 2, 3, 4 hours long, and I need to fill the time with something. And it just so happens that I'm walking. It just so happens that fitness is a part of it. So the 8 or 10 of you who have really commented on it about how you've been inspired, I really take that personal. I really take that responsibility as an important vote of confidence. I really do, and I appreciate you saying that. I certainly don't try to push it on anybody. But if you guys have any questions or anything like that, by all means, just let me know. And I'm not going to call out anybody, but several of you have done a really good job. Somebody said they've lost like 30 pounds. They just started walking. They said, "Hey, we just started walking. My son and I." Yeah, like when they first started watching me on streams. Yeah, one was complimenting about how I talk bad. I don't really mean to. I talk about soda and how you should eat this way and the fasting and things like that. I fast 3 times a month, and I don't mention it each time. Sometimes you can kind of tell when I'm feeling really kind of drained a little bit. You can kind of tell. But for those of you who have sent those comments, I really do appreciate it. And again, I don't try and push it off on anybody, but by all means, if you have any questions about it, then let me know. I'm happy to talk about it. And I will say this. I think maybe I can say this. I don't know. Well, I just will. Well, no, I won't. Someone I had a conversation with just this morning, they said he and his wife started walking like 3 miles a day. That is a load of walking to do in addition to the walking you do day to day. So congratulations to you. I don't want to say their name, but they're on here. If they want to say something, they certainly can. But man, if you're walking 3 miles, that's more than 2. If you're walking 2 miles, that's more than 1. If you're walking, 1 mile, it's more than a half a mile. So any activity is good activity. So I really, really do want to give you a hand. I want to let you know that's really impressive. And keep it up. Yeah, keep it up. Yeah. Okay. We talked about the tagging. We talked about anonymous posting. The last one is, and maybe you guys, Lance, you could say comment on this. What would you guys think about doing a different type of a live stream to where we did a live stream for a set number of time, like or a set amount of time, specifically for these people who want to do walking? Because two of the people said, I put on your live stream and I just walk with you and listen to you as you're talking, and then I have you on my phone and I'm watching, which they shouldn't be watching and walking at the same time, but they do. One of the people said they're on a treadmill, so they're able to walk and listen. So, what would you guys think about doing like a 30-minute walk that we could go like start from one end of Waikiki to another, and specifically think that we're going to do it for people that are going to be watching it on a treadmill or maybe on a stationary bike or something like that, and where I'm not talking so much about what to do from a visitor perspective, because we start and stop a lot. But would that be a visual and an audio that you guys would like? So we could do a 30-minute walking tour or an hour-long walking tour and cut it off. So if you want to go on an hour,
an
so if you want to
hour.
go on an hour-long walking tour, just replay it and it'll go for an hour. Would you guys like that?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, cool.
1 hour, yeah.
All right. And you guys in the chat, what do you think? You like that? Marie said it's a good idea.
I love it.
Same action. Often listening. Okay, good idea. So I'm glad you like that idea. So here's what I thought we would do. So we can do, we'll do a couple things. We'll do a walk from Hilton Hawaiian Village to Diamond Head. That's going to be about an hour. So we'll do that walk, and we'll do it and we'll just do passive speaking, like, hey, we're here in front of Royal Hawaiian. We'll just zigzag through the back. So that'll be an hour-long walk. And we won't make it as informative as we normally do, and we'll just hump it. We'll just go through there. It'll take about an hour. And then we'll do like another one that's like 30 minutes long. And then if you guys want to do a walk around the base of Diamond Head from Waikiki, I cannot do that one as a live stream. I'll just do it as a straight walk we'll start at International Marketplace, go all the way around Diamond Head, and end up back at International Marketplace. So it'll be a loop. And that's about 6.5 miles. It'll take about an hour and 30 minutes or so. But you'll be able to watch it as a produced video anytime you want, listen to the audio, whatever you like to do. And so we'll do a series of those walking tours. What do you think?
Sounds great. Sounds great.
Lance, you're muted. Can you hear us, Lance?
Looks like he froze.
He froze up. Yeah, I think he froze up. Hey, Lance, can you hear us? He froze up. He'll come back on. What do you think, Marley? Do you like that idea?
I love it. You did inspire me to do intermittent fasting. I can't do how
excellent.
you do it.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. What would you say? What were you saying?
I said it sounds
Oh,
good,
I said
mate.
you
Just watch out
inspired
them
me to do
shooters.
intermittent fasting
Good.
months ago. So I kept up with it.
Very good.
I lost 10 pounds.
That's great. That's great. Intermittent fasting is so important. I actually will listen back to the stream, and sometimes Terry will even mention, she'll say, did you listen to the stream where you were talking about fasting? And she says, it really sounds preachy. And I don't want it to sound preachy. I'm not trying to say, look how good I am and how I can go 4 days. That's not the point. The point is that I know the people that I've told about it and they've done it, and nobody comes back and says, oh my God, I'm glad I never did it. And I'm not saying start tomorrow and do a 4-day fast. That's not the point. I'm saying try it out, do it slow. And it's so healing for your body. Intermittent fasting is great. If you don't want to do multiple days, do it, do a 12-hour, 16-hour fast. For gosh sakes, if you're thinking about it, you fast for almost 8 or 9 hours every day anyway when you sleep. And that 8 or 9 hours counts towards your fast. So that's good.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, mate, they've got two options. They could either listen to what you're saying or they can mute you.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, you wouldn't think that they would do that because we have a number of comments from the Naughty 19 who just are insistent. So, yeah. So if you guys are liking the stream, I'm just looking at the numbers. Guys, make sure you like and share the stream for sure. We have 4 likes. How in the world do we have 4 likes?
Hey, Tony, can I say something to
Yes,
the
sir.
19?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Well, to the 19, you know what? it's your choice to spend an hour, 2 hours a day on stream with all of us, with Tony and the rest of us. I just don't get the negativity behind it. It makes me laugh, you know. It's like it's your choice to be here. But if you're going to come on, don't find stuff to pick apart Tony for. You know what I mean? It's like this is a love job. You know what I mean? We're all here because we have this love for Hawaii, and I just don't get the negativity behind it. So if you don't like it, yeah.
Yeah.
How's your lip reading skills, mate?
You have the page.
Yeah. I agree. It's amazing. There will be probably 3 or 4 days to go by, but then we'll get just an offhanded comment. There was someone who was on the stream yesterday who I recognize their name. They just hit us with 3 comments last night about Tony was not mispronouncing Kaimuki, but there's something I mispronounced. Something in the crack seed store, and how it was rude of me to go in the crack seed store and put that lady on camera, and the people that live in Kaimuki don't want. People in Kaimuki don't want people like what they call them, settlers coming into Kaimuki. I'm like, listen,
Pour some concrete and harden up, people.
Yeah. I don't. I don't get it. I mean, I went there trying to get them business, and that lady was fine with it. She waved. I didn't actually put her on. When I kind of went to the side and was looking at some of those other items, I really couldn't remember the name and how to pronounce it because I knew Shasta had. But the lady was smiling. She had her mask on, but she pulled her mask down and smiled and waved to the camera. But I'd actually turned it away, and the person that was actually in the store turned back around and waved as I was walking out. So they were both being nice, you know. So anyway,
it's just a shame that you get people whinging like that. But hey, what can you?
Exactly. They can use the mute button or the exit button. Gerard, you got off the soda. Fantastic. Gerard said getting off the soda was great. Man, just try. You know what? All these things I'm telling you guys about, just try it for 7 days. And there's so many things you can do. Try the breathing exercise. Try going outside and letting first light hit your face. You get all the benefits of the vitamin D without the UV issues. Do the breathing pattern exercise that Gary Bracca has a great set of 3 or 4 things to do every day. Try intermittent fasting. Cut out bread, flour, all those seed oil for 7 days. I promise you're going to feel much better. And then get back on it. Start, sucking down the soda and everything else if you want to, but just try it for 7 days. It'll, I think you'll get a benefit out of it. Okay, Lance, let me do this. Marlee, any closing words, any closing statements or comments or tips? Anything
for the ladies? Stay safe. If you're in Hawaii, just be aware of your surrounding at night.
Okay, well said.
And pack light.
Yes, pack light. There you go, pack light. All right, Marlee, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much. I'm giving you a good clap. You bailed us out with no help from Cassie Vegas. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. All right.
Yeah.
So, Lance, any parting words, anything to tell your audience, your fan club is what I kind of think it is.
Oh, Jesus. I wouldn't go that
and the
far,
community. I'm sorry. One more thing I want to mention is because I know you're probably going to mention this type of thing, but the community that has been built up just organically, you guys having your side groups and, really becoming a friendship. And I really hate using that term of friendship and, ohana and family. I really don't like using it, but it really seems that that's what we've done organically. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more with you. A lot of us have. I've become friends with a lot of members on here. It's Hawaii's a place that brings us all together.
Yeah.
And I've got to give you credit, mate. You've been a big part of that. So hats off to you too, brother.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah.
No worries, mate.
You're right. It is this is one of the things that I don't want to keep harping on it, but it is actual a fact about it that one of the naughty 19 will say, I'm just here to take money from locals. I'm here to, steal this money, whatever. Let me explain something to you. I have not made in 5 years, not one single penny, not one single penny. As a matter of fact,
no, it's probably cost you more than you've made.
Oh yeah, it's cost. I mean, if you really look at the end of it, I mean, with hours and all this, thousands and thousands of dollars, because Terry's not free. Shasta, for gosh sakes, she's $300 a day. She's not really, but her, all the food, all the things. I mean, and I do it because I love it. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
The money side of it, I could care less. It doesn't matter to me whatsoever. I'm glad to do it. So we don't have one paid ad. We don't have one paid sponsor. We've had Waikiki Trolley ask us to be a paid. No way. We didn't get anything from Royal Rockahula, Star of Honolulu, Waikiki Trolley, Catamaran, none of them. And Waikiki Trolley is blown away by the results they're getting. I mean, the number of streams and comments and mentions and their brand, the reviews, they want to be. And I told them, I want nothing. I don't, because here's the thing, and when we even do our challenges, we don't get free anything. I mean, sometimes we'll go past the bar or something like that, and the guy will say, hey, I'll buy you a drink or whatever. Yeah, that's what it is. But when we do these challenges, I pay for it. It's not a freebie thing. So I just wanted you guys to know that it's not, it truly is a passion project. And I'm really glad that we could do it.
Oh yeah, you can tell it is. I mean, you don't have to be a genius to spot that.
Yeah. Okay. So any closing statements or any comments? Anybody you want to call out? I know other than Janine for sure, and probably Cassie for standing us up.
Oh well, I'm going to slowly get over it. It's a shame I didn't get to hear Lagoon, but there's always a next time.
Yeah. Let me just read this. Oh, that's something of there was someone who was on here that was on there that got their name called out and she wasn't here. Then she came on. Who was that? Is she on here still? Dang, I probably should have went back and who won? Who was that? Somebody was talking with her. She's offline. Doggone it. Who was it? I was going to give her
Who was it?
I don't know. Somebody was on, or no, I thought she was on, and then I called out her name, and then they want to hear crikey again. Nancy wants to hear you say crikey. Oh no, Diane wants to hear you say crikey again.
Oh crikey, really? Okay, just for you, Diane.
Oh, there she is. Is that her right there? Is it Lori? Is that the one? Schweitzer, that's how you say it. Good Lord. Okay. So Lori, we actually gave away, we had 3 prizes and we were going to give away 2 of the 3, and the first 2 people got their choice. And the third option was going to just go back in the mix. But since we called your name and you did come back, how about a 4-day Waikiki trolley pass? Can you use that? Are you going to be coming to Hawaii in 2024 or Oahu in 2024? Yeah, that's her. Okay, good. I hope it is. Look at Janet said, Tony goes the extra mile. We're a dysfunctional family with a fearless leader and the naughty 19. Yeah, exactly. For the 1919.
Yeah, Janet, you've nailed it, mate. Couldn't have said it better myself. Absolutely.
Oh, Laura, you're not coming? Probably not. Doggone it. Well, Bonnie was the next one, and then Kelly Fisk was the other one. Well, sorry, Lori. I wish you knew you were going to be coming. We will actually put it back. We'll put your pass or the trolley pass back into the mix, and we'll give it up next time. So, guys, remember, we're doing 2 things. We're doing the catamaran, tag it properly, and we're doing the 4-day Waikiki trolley pass. Make sure you tag that properly. between today and Sunday, I'm not sure what live streams we're going to have. I was going to try and do a Diamond Head hike today, go around the base, like do that hike that I was telling you about. I was just going to go out and do it.
Nice.
But I can't live stream it. That's the only bad thing because we lose connection on the
It's
far
shocking
side.
down there. That's notorious for it dropping out.
I know it's so sad. I wish we could do it because, let's see, should I do it? I could do it recorded. I could just record the whole thing, go around and record it. Or I could do I may just do that recording, or I may just do a live stream because I've got to do the hike anyway. I might also do a live stream and just let it cut out when it cuts out and come back on when it comes back on. I'm going to do it regardless, one way or the other.
You've done that before.
I'll see. Yeah, I just don't like doing it though. It just it's not. Yeah, it's very, very frustrating because I want it to be as clean as possible.
Yeah, I know. You're like me. I'm a perfectionist too.
Yeah, I really want it to be.
Well,
Cocoa Steps. What's Cocoa Steps?
sounds like a breakfast cereal.
Yeah. Yeah, we lose, or you lose me on the south side of Diamond Head.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, Lucy won't be joining. She's in her suitcase right now, knocked out. Her cartoons are even on mute. So, okay. Well, if you guys like the stream, make sure you share it. Make sure you like it if you would. It really does mean a lot to us. And obviously, Lance, we laughed, we learned, and I do appreciate every single second, minute, hour, day that you spent with us. It means a lot.
And I'm sorry, guys, for all those people asking me questions in the comments. I will get to them after this as best I can. So all good, guys.
All right,
I'm not,
Lance,
I'm
brother.
not ignoring you. So I'm just focusing on this. It's all good.
Yeah, you got a lot of questions there. Guys, thank you very much. Lance, brother,
No
I
worries,
appreciate
mate.
you.
It's been a pleasure, Tony. It's about time we caught up and had a good chat, mate.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And Marley, thank you very much for joining us and bailing out the not famous Cassie Vegas. All right, guys.
She done
See you
a cracking
again.
job too. See you, mate.
She did.